Okay, so I showed this off pretty long time ago. And a lot has changed. Well, you know, a lot has been added. So let me go back to where I was when I showed this off last time. Oh, I should full screen this. So yeah, this is a little game I'm making. Plays this guy. It's supposed to be like a little top-down Zelda thing. You can, you know, attack things like this. These are not supposed to be here. These were test objects. You can see you'll fall in water, but you can like dive roll over it. Same with these things, which now actually work a lot better visually. They used to sometimes fall, and it would look like you're falling through the ground. Now that only happens with water, because water works differently and it's weird, and I can cause that to happen sometimes. Not sure I'm gonna fix that one, because the way I fixed this one was I did it based on the center of colliders. But the problem with the water is it's like a shit ton of colliders combined into one. Okay. Whoops, I just apparently had a tab open of my Sphere Master video. Anyways. Yeah, I can't get it to work perfectly currently. I'll hopefully figure it out at some point. But currently water is a bit glitchy, and you can kind of... It looks like visually you fall through the ground. That's not actually the case, it's just where it's spawning the little animation thing. Like there, it looked like I was on ground, but I actually wasn't. So that's a thing I'll have to fix. The whole visual thing with this game is that each area is a different color. And it like switches between... You know, it gives every area like a distinct feel. We have that Pokemon Ice. Most of this was in the game already. Some colors are not updated yet. Oh, that's a new item. Okay, so we have the skateboard. I showed this off last time. Also, fun fact about the skateboard, I now have speedrun tech. So you notice this kind of slows down gradually, right? As you're riding on it. If you just tap it, that doesn't happen. If you hold neutral on the skateboard, the speed doesn't decrease. And it's actually really fun to do because you just go flying. And I think I'm gonna keep it in, because it's too much fun. You just have to make sure you do little taps to change direction instead of like actually holding the direction. And it feels like, you know, when you're on a skateboard, you kind of just let go, right? So letting go of the button, making it go faster, is kind of makes sense. But it's a cool tech. This is the megaphone, which is the wrong color, but I'll fix that. So it's just going to be like a big attack, but it knocks you back like this. And it's going to be used to like open up bigger things, like there's going to be big rocks. It's kind of like the bomb of the game. But yeah. I like the knockback from it. Also, my character gets a bit angry when they yell into it. That's what it's supposed to be. So let's get into some of the newer stuff I've got here. I believe I showed this cave off. It's just an ice puzzle. But did I show off that you can go here now? Into here, and there's another cave. And there's little slime guys. And the slimes won't walk off cliffs now. Oh shit, they actually hit me off. I made it so the slimes detect holes and they won't go into them. Even if I try to push them, they will just back off once they regain control. That one I pushed off. You can push them off. That's part of the fun of the blow dryer, is pushing enemies off the cliff. Also, this is gonna be a treasure chest, but it's just a suitcase. Because everything in this game, it's not like fantasy. It's like, I wouldn't say current day. There's not really a time zone for it, really. Because it kind of doesn't make sense. It kind of looks like you have a standard wall phone, right? From like the 90s, 80s, whatever. But it's actually wireless, and you can get ringtones. So it's some weird mix of like current day and that age. Okay, your layer is fucked. But this is a big slime. It turns into little slimes when you kill it. But yeah, I want to have different sound effects you can unlock when you do this, because it's gonna be like default is a little ring, and then I want to get like silly sound effects you can get, and you're gonna get them from Frank's. I don't have Frank's built yet, but I do have the exterior. Frank's shop is now real. Frank is gonna let you buy ringtones for your phone. And some other items. Basically the shop owner of the game. And Frank's store is just going to be in a bunch of random places. Like there's multiple Frank stores. And they just inexplicably, like Frank is in all of them at once. That's the idea. This is kind of a temporary thing. I think I'm going to change this tower thing because I don't like how it looks. But this was a test I'm doing where this circle actually only hits you on the outside of it. So it like properly, if you can roll through the circle and not take damage. But if the circle hits you, you do take damage. So I'm gonna be using that for some attacks later, I think. Because it's kind of fun to like roll through things like this. Also, this hole isn't built yet. There's some things that aren't ready. Joseph, thanks for the 22. We have this area now. Very much a work in progress. Gonna have a cave here that like lets you see to the right. And the right's where you actually need to go, but you can't get there through the cave. So you actually have to go down here. Also, mockup UI. That doesn't do anything yet, but I'm just trying to come up with how the UI will look. You can see like the $9 and the hearts. Might make it look like darken the hearts a little bit in the text. Make it pop a bit more, but I kind of like how it blends in. It looks nice. I don't know. Anyways, here's the lake. So this is the dark blue area. And the main thing about this area is, of course, rafts. And I have a little test raft over here. So, my idea with rafts is you're going to use these windmill things, these little pinwheels, and they're going to blow them around. Until you get the blow dryer, which you get in this house. And then you can do this. And you can pilot the raft. It's pretty fun to use. I think my favorite things currently in this game are the raft and the skateboard, because they're just fun. Yeah, this was kind of inspired by, there's some like Zelda-y rafts. There's like the Minish Cap lily pad, which sucks. So I wanted to make a raft that was actually fun. Oh, I fell off. The bell like summons it back. Yeah, you can just like land in places, you can get this. This, okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this. I was trying to think of a silly idea for a health upgrade, and I'm like, it should be a dumbbell, and you like, you know, you get your health up by doing lifting weights. But I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. I might come up with a better idea. And yeah, you can like jump to it. It's pretty cool. This whole area is just gonna be a little like raft segment. Where you kind of go around to different areas. This is gonna be blocked off, and then you have to like find the lever out in the ocean somewhere to open it. I could maybe make a raft minigame. I'm not really thinking about that right now. But maybe. That'd be something to add after I kind of get more of the actual game ready. But rafts are cool. I like the raft. Frank is your favorite character. We know like nothing about Frank yet. Just his name and like, well, I do have his face. I showed that last time. Also, something that's been getting me motivated to work on this is working on the soundtrack. So I've been trying to make some tracks for this game. I can play some of them. So I actually have, I'm not sure. Here, this is like the title screen. I'm not sure if these will sound exactly the same when I actually release this, and the reason is I'm using sound fonts from other games, and I don't know the legality issue like behind that really. Like you might even notice some of these instruments. I'm using like old SNES games and stuff like that because I want that vibe, but I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to use them and actually sell my game. I'm not sure. This raft doesn't work. And you have the little ring, you hear that? There's a little ring in the song. So that's the title. I do have a few more I'm working on. Here's this is gonna be the canyon theme probably. It's a little, I feel like it's a little too upbeat, but I don't know, I like it. I think it's good for like a first area because it kind of gets you a bit excited to play the game, I don't know. Does this game have a name? I'm currently deciding between a couple. I definitely want to reference the phone, so my two ideas right now are Lost Call and Caller ID. Not sure which one I'm going to stick with, or if I'll pick a whole new one. The Unity project is literally just called Top Down. Because it started as just some random project I was trying to make. Yeah, you can hear the drums, which I really like, are actually from Chrono Trigger, the Chrono Trigger sound font. The strings, the flute, and the piano are from Yoshi's Island. I have a couple songs I use the violin from Mystery Dungeon. And I might have to scrap all of those ideas, but I can at least make the songs and then like switch the instruments out if I have to. The problem is I like how they sound too much. They sound so good with the sound fonts. Also, rails. This is a rail. There's my skateboard button. So normally you can't get across here. It's blocked off. But if you ride the skateboard, you can ride the rail over the gap, which kind of opens up this... I can block things off until you get the skateboard. And it's also just fun because it keeps your speed the whole time. And it kind of like yeets you off. It's pretty fun. Okay, that's the title again. Here's my favorite song I've made. This is supposed to be for the woods. So let me go to the woods real quick. Also, that is the Mystery Dungeon violin, because it's the best sounding violin ever. I think it kind of fits the vibe. Then you get the drums in. Oh yeah, and the bass is in. It's a bit quiet on my end. The bass is actually from Donkey Kong Country. I used a lot of different games because I didn't want it to just sound like one game, but I wanted that like SNES vibe. But yeah, I haven't made music in a while. It was really fun to get back into it. Just gonna go around and destroy every snowball. Sounds really good, thank you. The benches are just aesthetic currently. Honestly though, that'd be kind of fun. I should just let you sit for no reason. I love when you can just do that in games. Okay, and then I'll just play those for now. I have some other ones that I feel like I'm kind of working on right now. But those are a couple songs. Anyways, let's go to the entire area that I haven't shown off yet. So if you go up right from the little village here, you get the green area. It's the park. Might as well just play that songs again. And I designed this to look like a park too. And I like how it turned out. You got like the sign here, the garbage bin. You can see the skateboard in here. This is where I want it to be, but you can't get it because there's a fence in the way. So it's kind of like, oh, it's here, but I don't know how to get to it. So there are like trails through the trees and stuff. There's this whole section over here where you just walk through the trees. And you can get like to a little upgrade over here. So a lot of the park is kind of just walking through the trees and stuff. It's gonna be a very calm area. I doubt I'll have much enemies around. But I think I did a pretty good job making it look like a park. Again, I'll probably mess around with some stuff later. Also, there's gonna be like caves in the trees. You're gonna go into like this deep wooded area. Just don't have that set up yet. This music gives you branches to branches vibes. Yeah, I hired the same composer. Branches to branches, but without that annoying sound I was using for that. I don't think it's that annoying, but it is a little more grating than these instruments. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a little lake here. I was gonna put a raft there, I think, in case you come here like later. And then this is going to lead to two other areas. There's going to be one up here, which isn't in yet. And there's going to be one over here that needs the skateboard. And I'm really trying to design the map in a way where you can go like a ton of different ways. It's like super interconnected. There's going to be a whole like underground area that connects the areas as well. That's the plan. I don't think the game's going to be huge, because I have to make it all. But I'm going to do my best to make the game like... I want the map to be cool and have a bunch of different ways to do it. Even if it's not a huge map. That's something I'm really prioritizing. But yeah, that's an update. Obviously a shit ton more work I have to do. I'm hoping to get enough done to where I can get a demo. Because the full game is going to be 4 towers you need to get to. I want to do a demo for the first tower, and for these first few areas. So I'm trying to work towards that for now. There's going to be one tower down to the left here past the lake. So you're going to have to go down here. Obviously fight more things that aren't here yet. Yeah, it's the cell towers. And then you have to go through here. There's a bunch of other stuff you have to do. Go the long way. Then you take the raft, find the lever, head through here, and then like head up this path. It's gonna loop you back to the left, and then you'll get to the tower. So that is the plan for the demo. And then I have to make like everything else. So it's gonna be hard to make, but I'm like obsessively working on it right now. Because I think it's so cool. I think it's like the coolest thing I've made, and I'm not even done yet. And there's a pretty big lack of games like this. There isn't a game like this. That's a big reason I want to make this. There's no game like this. Zelda with an like 2D Zelda with like an open Metroidvania kind of style map. It's all interconnected and stuff. If there's a game like that, tell me what it is, because holy shit. I want to play it. There's no like top-down Metroidvania kind of games that I can think of. There's not even much 2D Zelda games. So I want to make that. I want to make a game that I wanted to exist. But I can't find one, so I'll just make it myself. We're going off the cliff! Okay, the cliff doesn't exist, we're fine. So yeah, I don't know, I might do some work on this on stream occasionally. I don't know, I like working on this off stream. I usually work on this like after dinner for like a few hours or whatever. But it's been turning out pretty cool, pretty well so far. And there's obviously a lot I have to fix and work into the game. I want to have more enemies. I want to have... You know, I need to get all these colliders working. Sign the rest of the demo maps. Make some more mechanics. But I think it's cool so far. So yeah, that's a little progress update. Here's my beautiful scene view. Look at all this stuff. It's cool seeing it like this. I like doing this. Going to 3D mode. It's like a 3D flat plane. Oh good, the Shy Guy song. I'm gonna switch that off. I don't really want to hear Shy Guy noises in my ear. First time I've seen Unity stuff that isn't a VRC avatar. Yeah, I do Unity because it's what I know. It's what I've used. I think there's a lot of issues trying to do 2D games in this engine, but it's what I know. And I've gotten this far. I don't know if there's anything else I want to show off. Did I do anything cool I want to show? I think that's mostly what I wanted to show. Frank? I already showed Frank. Oh wait, I didn't. I have in-game art for Frank. Fine, I'll show Frank. Frank's everyone's favorite character and doesn't even exist yet. There's Frank's picture. And then now I also have Frank. In game. So yeah, the icons pop up when you like talk to people. Also, who's this character? Wait, where are they? Who's this? Is this an important character that you're not going to find out about until way later? Into development and they won't even be in the demo? Yes. You'll never know who that is. For the next 3 years. You just get to know who Frank is. Frank will be in the demo. Also this person. There's gonna be like an elderly character here. Who's gonna be the elder bug of this game who you like don't talk to. I should even make them wave at you. But this is their house. That's why there's one house that's like actually well kept. Despite my... I messed up on the tile set. I didn't have the proper connections here, so it looks terrible, but I'm gonna fix that. There's like one resident of this town. Destroyed building. This one's just empty. And then there's Frank's. You may think, why is Frank sticking around with a shop if nobody's here? And there's lore reasoning for it. That you'll find out in like 6 years. It might like increase by 3. Listen, I'll finish this game at some point. Maybe. Also, you want to talk about lore? What is this thing? What is this little square on the outside here? That has lore significance. You're gonna be able to interact with that and see it like a picture pop up. Listen, I didn't have much pixels to work with. You can't tell what that is. Wanted poster? Close. That's close. But yeah, I have a whole story planned out for this as well. Missing poster, you got it. Who's missing though? Are they related to Frank? I guess we'll find out. Maybe there's a whole mystery to this game. So yeah, these kind of like, these things, I want these to be breakable with the megaphone, and then you can get in the cave. Which is why I kind of want to make rocks different. I feel like the rocks... If you can destroy rocks with your neutral phone, your normal phone, why can't you destroy the rocks in the wall? So I'm probably going to change rocks to be something else. Because I want the megaphone to be like... That's the big rock destroyer thing. It's like a bomb. But it's a reusable bomb and it yeets you backwards. Yeah, the megaphone just... It's just like a bigger attack and it breaks walls, breaks doors, rocks. But you know, you probably want to be sticking with this for the most part, because this launches you backwards. Maybe I'll give it bigger knockback, or damage or something, because it is like worse to use. Maybe more knockback and damage, and then it knocks them further away, and it's like, you need to decide when it's good to use it. Yeah, this also connects to the park. This is actually the other side here, where you got the skateboard, but you need to get it from somewhere else. There's gonna be some kind of path to get here. I want you to be able to get this kind of early, because it's the frickin' dash, you know? I mean, you do have this. Even if you don't have the skateboard, you have this. You have the like jump roll. So maybe I don't have to give it to you right away. But I just like in games when you have like fast movement options right away. Even if it makes the game shorter, it's just more fun. It's better for the speedrun if you're not like, oh, we're doing the first 10 minutes without dash again. Well, that's why you have this off the start, though. That's the thing. You do have a dash. Literally at the start of the game. Oh yeah, I was testing... This was me testing to make sure the slimes didn't go in the water. So I put like a shit ton of them. Actually, I want to release this on Steam for money. This is going to be a big game. I'm going to have the demo for free. Probably be a couple free demos. But it's already, the map, even the demo map, the first demo is probably going to be like as big as like branches, like the entire game. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. It's hard for me to judge how big the game is, and like how long it will take you to get through an area. Because if you know exactly where you're going, you just kind of go like doop, doop, doop. Like this room takes like 5 seconds, or probably like 20. If you know what you're doing, like you just zoom through it, even without the skateboard. So, I don't know. Unskippable Frank lore. Make it longer than 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know how long it'll be. It's really... I have no idea. I want the map to be pretty big, but I want you to be able to move pretty quickly because it's just fun. So maybe I'll hold off on giving you the skateboard right away, but I'll like... You know, you can get it pretty early on. I kind of want you to be able to get most things without getting extra items. So you can just do it in like any order you want. Like the blow dryer doesn't need any items. You can just get it here. You just need to come down to the lake, travel through here, get through like the windmill section, and then get it in the house. And then this lets you go into the woods area, because it lets you melt the ice. But I'm gonna have another path. If you go up through the lake, if you go up through the park, up here, there's gonna be a path that leads back to the left. And eventually it'll lead to the top of the snow area, and you can skip getting the blow dryer and still get through there. And that's kind of what I want for a lot of this, the design of this map. It's like, sure, you can, there's like a faster way to do it. But if you end up going this way first, it like leads you back to the snow area, and you can still do a bunch of stuff there. So yeah. Something I'm not sure if I'm going to add is fast travel. It depends how big the game gets, I guess. If I feel like I need it. Because it takes a long time to just design a map like this. Like, this entire map here took like hours. And it's not even fully constructed yet. There's no holes and water collision. There's a little secret path here. I'm gonna have this be like a kind of a maze through the woods. Lost Woods moment over here. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I really want to like get this done enough to the point where I'm like, I can put out a demo and really see what people think about it. Because for me, I've been like super passionate about this. I really want to make this game real. And I've had kind of a rough journey with game dev as a whole. Like, I kind of stopped working on it for so long. I've made like one game, and then I just didn't for a long time. But it's just so like, it's so rewarding. I really want to make a game that like people really like. Like, it doesn't need to be this huge financial success or anything, but I think the whole idea of this game is really cool, and I just want to make it. So yeah, that's the update. Thanks for checking it out. I think I'm gonna end stream now. It's the idea. Like top-down 2D Zelda, but in this big interconnected map that you can go pretty much anywhere you want. Trying to make a really cool map. It's super non-linear. That's the goal. Yeah, Metroidvania. Metroidvania, like map, I don't know what to really call it. Map design. But in a top-down way. Which actually gives me more to work with, I feel like, because when you're in 2D, it's like, you can only go up, down, left, right. You have to like jump to go up. I guess it's the same, But I can go down, as in underground and above ground, you know what I mean? And then I also have up, down, left, right. Like there's gonna be like a sewer area you can go into, and that brings you below the map, and then you can like come back up out of the map. There's gonna be some elevators. I have a lot planned. But yeah, I'll do updates on this every now and then, I think. It's fun to just update it on stream. I don't have to like dev on stream. Just like show off what I've worked on. Alright everyone, I'll see you next time. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow, but I might stream Sunday. And yeah, I'm gonna go get food. Bye everyone. See you next time.